But what I love doing is that snap. I'll just do it right here, really close to the camera. Look at that.
Oh, that was crazy. It like flat spinned for a second.
So cool, yeah. There it goes. Ready? Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh my gosh.
You ever have those days where you absolutely don't plan on flying, but you end up flying anyway just because the opportunity arises? That's what's happening right now. I definitely didn't plan on flying, but it's so beautiful out and it's just nice and calm. So I said, Abby, we have got to charge something and run out and take advantage of the situation this evening. And that's what we're doing with the Cirrus. I haven't flown this in probably 3 or 4 months or so, which is way too long. And I guess that's what happens when you have a big old collection of RC planes. We do tend to fly our favorites a bit more often, and this one needs to be up at the top, so we're going to log a couple flights in today with this. If you're unfamiliar, this is a 3S or 4S capable airplane, very beginner friendly, but also intermediately very happy zone as well. It's a super sporty plane, a lot of fun. I can't wait to put it in the air, so let's get right to it and have a good time. What a pretty plane this is, and it's just a lot of fun. I haven't flown it in a while, but we're gonna just have a good time. Probably turn safe right off and just blast it in the air. Abby, you ready?
Yep.
Hope so, because here we go. Oh, it flies so good. Their flaps are already off. Safe is just off, probably for this entire flight. Let's just give you guys a nice scale pass, because we have some scale guys watching that really get kind of upset when I do sporty maneuvers and stuff, but here you go. Actually have a little aileron roll in that, Abby. Probably when I last flew this, it wasn't as calm as today. Oh, we can just nail it. Perfect today. This is so cool. Yes, it'll fly scale. It's very nice on a 3S battery. I know some full scale pilots that have picked this up just because it looks so good. We'll do a full throttle pass down the runway next, and then we'll go right into a show pass. So we'll pick up a little bit of speed. It sounds great too, and yeah guys, I am flying on a 4S battery today. Here's full throttle. I'll bring it right around sharp and fast, and we'll keep things in a little bit close today if I can. Show pass. It took me a half second to get into it. We're climbing, Abby. Sorry, I should have. Telemetry. Sometimes great, sometimes not so great. When you're trying to full throttle blast and stuff. Let's see if we can do a square loop with this. So 4S, it just has a ton of power, a lot of climbability, a lot of punch. One of my favorite things to do, here, you ready? The snap on this is purely insane. The tumble rate is awesome. You see that? We almost tumbled backwards on this plane.
Came down right toward us.
Oh yeah, super fun. Roll rate's nice, loop rate is very nice. And we could pull back way harder on that, but generally you gotta get a wonky loop when you pull full elevator. But what I love doing is that snap. I'll just do it right here, really close to the camera. Look at that.
Oh, that was crazy. It like flat spinned for a second.
So cool, yeah. Let's do this. Let's go up out here. Snap it up, and then we're going to commit to your favorite maneuver coming back down. That was wild.
Oh, you're
yeah, that was cool. Inverted flat spin. Want to do that one more time?
That was crazy.
Yeah. Let's go 90 degrees up almost, maintaining as much speed as we can. Snap it, and then we'll get right into it again.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Just leave enough room to pull up.
That's scary.
It is.
The hill of doom back there. Oh my goodness.
Really fun plane to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Knife edged really well. It's got that like sword wing, you know, it's got a very, if you guys look this up and you see the dimensions of the wing, you're gonna be like, no, there's no way that's the size of the wing. It is, it's a big airplane. It just doesn't look big in the air. The focus, the focus, the focus, the focus. Forgot how cool it sounds upside down.
This doesn't have retracts?
No retracts, nope.
Okay.
It's kind of like the RV6, or what do we have the
RV7.
Yeah. Very similar, but different too. The lights are nice on this plane. Hard to see on this bright sunset day, but see if we can climb up out of that. You know what, I'm kind of thinking that might not have been telemetry. Yeah, maybe it was. It just doesn't like those full throttle punches on my old batteries.
Oh my goodness, that is scary.
Yeah. I want to do this because I feel like I'm not getting to enjoy that as much as I possibly could. So let's climb, climb, climb. Try not to be too hard on the camera work here. We're gonna really get up here for this. You ready for it?
Yep.
See what it does when we just really let it fall a bunch doing that. Okay, here we go. We're high up, so let's enjoy this. Ready? There, look at that inverted flat spin at 0 throttle. Isn't that so cool? Yeah.
That's crazy.
0 throttle. Right into it. Let's go full flaps and enjoy this slow pass. Beautiful plane, very capable, super fun. It's got all of the technology packed in that you could ever want. Yeah, I needed this. I've had some weird, challenging flying days lately and some planes that haven't been giving me the best of luck or performance that I was hoping for, and so you get a plane out like this that's just a good time, just guaranteed to be a good time. It really kind of changes your whole attitude about the hobby, you know? Roll this way and that way, and we're getting telemetry a little bit. Look at that. Oh, yeah,
wow.
That was fun. That was really fun. This thing will do some different stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was really good. And try that one more time?
Sure.
Let's see if I can get it into that. There it goes. Ready? Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Fun. I don't know if I've ever done that.
I don't think you have.
Rip it in over the runway, then we'll probably bring it in for landing after this. Guys, these are super old, heavily used 4S 2200 milliamp batteries. Let's go full flaps on and bring it in for a fun
Oh my god,
kill
you're
my battery
trans.
kind of maneuver. Here we go, let's land it. You ready?
Yep. Woo!
Yes. Oh my goodness. The E-flite Cirrus. Avoid the goose poop. Avoid the goose poop.
It's everywhere.
Let's see. I think it likes to turn. I've got to straighten up my wheel because we're definitely turning sharper to the left than right. But you saw it held straight running down the runway. Ooh, oh my goodness. That was fun. That didn't hurt my battery too bad. We're only at 3.7 volts per cell. If you want a good looking airplane, and I mean just scale down to the dashboard, pilot in there, looks really good. We've got lights all over, blinking light on the bottom. This is fantastic, but it doesn't just look good. Yeah, you can put a 3S battery in here or 4S and keep it very scale, get very long flight times, or you can do what we just did today and experiment. This thing will do things that other planes can't. I do think it's my current favorite snapping airplane, and now I've gotten it into that like sideways inverted spin thing. I don't know what that was, but that was really fun to do. I'm liking this plane a lot more after flying it today, so I'll have to get it back out and fly it a bit more down the road. I think tricycle landing gear are really nice planes too. That's another thing that makes it very beginner friendly. Tail draggers on takeoff and sometimes landings can be a little challenging. Not always, it depends which plane it is, but most of the time, more often than not, a tricycle plane, meaning set up just like a tricycle, nose wheel, steerable wheel in the front, tends to be a little bit more forgiving, especially taxiing on takeoff, and you saw that landing, because you can kind of focus on getting those two back wheels down first and then letting the front wheel set down, or even a 3-point landing, you'll do well. The only thing you want to avoid is letting that front wheel hit first. You'll probably bounce if you do that. This was a blast. I had a great time. That's what I needed. I really needed this. I just had a rough couple days in the hobby. We all have them, but this was fantastic and it just revitalized me. So thank you for joining me for this flight because it just makes me feel great. And while I'm on the subject of thanks, I want to say a massive thanks to the big guy upstairs because just blessing us with today and this nice, calm evening to fly. Cool planes like this and amazing people like yourselves watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is really what it's all about, just getting the planes out and having fun. Now, if you want to fly on the exact setup that I'm flying on and have a blast like me, we'll have all this good stuff linked in the description box below, from the battery I'm flying on, my radio, everything you need to get in the air, and this plane comes probably 10-15 minutes. You can have it ready to go and in the air. We'll have it linked in the description box below. Remember, using those links does help to support our channel and our family, and when I say this, it's not just to like, hey, you know, maybe can you help us out? If you happen to be wanting to buy something, please click that link, because it doesn't cost you a single extra penny and just helps keep our channel going. It's one of the best ways you can support us. And talking about support, I want to say a huge thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your amazing support. That is the most direct way you can support our channel, and anybody that does that, we thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Now, I feel like I've progressed on this quite a bit in the few short flights I've already had on it, but if you're interested to see how a maiden flight would go, if you bought this plane and you were kind of interested to see, you know, is it easy to get in the air at first or not, we'll have our maiden flight of this popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.